Today we are walking around Charlottetown asking folks what they think when they think of access to justice, and also what they see as barriers for them accessing justice. And we're really excited to share with you what they've said. What does access to justice mean to you?
Well, simply it means that if I have need of that system, that I know where to access it and that my issue can be dealt with in a timely manner.
Access to justice is where everybody across Canada has the knowledge to access all the services that Justice Canada can provide for us as peoples, as Canadians, and that we have the knowledge that we can find what we need when we're looking for those things. Like, it isn't just offenders in the justice system, it's people who might need a will, who might need a divorce, all of those things. Where do they go to find the things that they need, and do they know where to find them? That's access to me.
I'd say access to justice means that everyone has the same opportunities to access the same services when it comes to legal proceedings and anything having to do in that domain.
But I would say making sure everybody has access to the information that they need and knows how to find that information. And that said, I wouldn't know where to find that information, so I guess it is a very important question.
So I would say access to justice is, first of all, knowing where to go if I need some legal help. Second of all, knowing where I can hire a lawyer, or if I don't need or want to hire a lawyer, where I can go to get the legal information to get this access to justice.
So to our clients here at the Soup Kitchen, it can be various problems because some of them may not have internet access, they don't have phones, they don't have computers, they wouldn't know where to look.
What are some barriers you may see for people to access justice in our community?
All systems are very intimidating. Finding who to call in the phone book, if there's such, is very intimidating. So I think just the size of the system, people's relative unfamiliarity with it, those would be what I would say.
For one, I would definitely say some barriers to justice include lack of transparency and implicit bias. Yeah.
Il y a beaucoup de gens qui n'ont aucun sens de ce qu'ils ont à accéder au niveau pratique. Donc que ce soit en anglais ou en français, on a besoin de les formulaires pour accéder aux cours de justice, et il faut que ça soit disponible au moins dans les deux langues officielles.
If they're on welfare, sometimes they can be taken care of, but then there's other people that are not on welfare, but they don't have a lot of money, and they're scared that they need a lawyer, they have no money, they can't afford it. Some of the clients are working, but they're just barely living and keeping their head above water, and then all of a sudden they have a legal problem, and where is that money coming from?
Fees, education, and the imbalance between expensive lawyers and rich clients versus the other side.
Barriers to justice? Well, as an Indigenous woman, I see quite a few different barriers, systematically, all of these other things that take part and have been a part of the justice system since pretty much Confederation. When I see the access that Indigenous people have and other people in Canada, I think the barriers really are, maybe it is how people are perceiving Indigenous people, how people make their presumptions of Indigenous people, but I find that it is a little bit harder for us to get those things that are being offered by Justice Canada to all other Canadians, and I find that it makes it very, very challenging and very difficult, and you can see that in the number of Indigenous people that are incarcerated and a percentage of non-Indigenous people. And with those numbers you can see those barriers. Maybe it's access to lawyers, maybe it's all of those other things. So there is a lot of barriers that are set up, unfortunately.